Is Google Gemini and Google Suite products worth teaching? A few months ago, I would have said no. Increasingly, I think it is. I'm running an AI workshop cohort right now, and one of the questions was asked was, oh, do you have any Notebook LM trainings? People have been asking me about it. So that's in part one of the reasons why I put together this presentation today. This is like a first run at me giving a workshop about Notebook LM, and then I will refine it and then license out that material. But I had to start here. So yes, I think there is increasingly a lot of interest in Gemini and Notebook LM. Some businesses use the Google Suite. Let's look at the market share. Microsoft versus Google. It's like enterprise we're looking for. So specifically Google Workspace and Microsoft 365, Microsoft Copilot 365, etc. Let's see if we can find an image. I don't know why I'm asking Google and not asking ChatGPT. Here we go. At the beginning of 2025, apparently, I haven't checked the source of this, but okay. At the beginning of 2025, Google Workspace had a 45% market share, Microsoft 365 held 29%, and other competitors accounted for 26%. So what I'd love to see the difference between the size of those companies, because all of the big companies, not all of them, but a vast majority of them use Microsoft. So that tends to be used at the large enterprise level, whereas Google Workspace tends to be used by smaller companies, not across the board. But I would love to see the stats on that. I still think Copilot is a good market because huge companies need help with this stuff. But I think Google Workspace, as you say, I think there would be an opportunity teaching there as well, especially now that people are using Gemini. So for the last year or so, or the last couple of years, ChatGPT was the only game in town. So what we were seeing was shadow IT inside businesses, inside of corporations, where staff members were basically bringing ChatGPT to work. And that is still very much the case, but now that Gemini is actually good, since Gemini 3, it's more plausible that the people who are quietly bringing ChatGPT to work will just use Gemini. They'll be using the sanctioned AI, which is not the case with Copilot, because Copilot's not very good. Yeah, Google Labs, AI Studio, there's so many within Google. Yes. So Google have a strange problem where their ecosystem is so vast and they put out so many tools that it's hard to know which ones to use. So you mentioned AI Studio there. They have AI Studio, they have Google Jules, is it called? Jules, they have Google Gems. I can't even type it. There we go. Jules, an autonomous coding agent. Yep, they have Google Gem. Also, it's not called Gem, is it? Opal, excuse me. So Google Opal, they have Jules, AI Studio, Anti-Gravity, I'm blanking out. But I think they have 6 or 7 different coding tools in their ecosystem, and it's very hard to tell, or it's very hard for people to work out which one they should be using. So Google have a strange problem, which is they throw so much spaghetti at the wall and hope one thing sticks. It's hard to tell which one you should be using. I would say with Notebook LM, it's reached a level of maturity where it's well worth using. Anti-gravity is fine, but not good enough to pull me off cursor. If you want to save money, Anti-gravity is great because it is the wonderful price of free. So that's a very good reason. Jules, I played around with, never really used. Opal, I wasn't impressed. I was in a group asked to experiment with it and I didn't see the point. Google AI Studio is fantastic, but the UI and the user experience is a bit complicated. So it's hard to know where to start. If you are in here, go to build. If you want to vibe code, go to build. And that will just bring up a chat panel. So this is like using Lovable, it's like using Replit, Base44, etc. This just allows you to chat and to vibe code. But again, that's hidden away. If you have no idea about code and you get to this screen, and it's, what do you want to do? Build AI apps, chat with models, monitor API usage, explore Nano Banana Pro, text to audio with Gemini. This is, what do I do? If you scroll down, it's got Python code for importing. This would terrify you. So you have to find this build button and then you can just vibe code stuff. So Google have a really cool ecosystem. I think they have a bit of a messaging, a bit of a marketing problem, especially when it comes to the wider market. So people like you and I would spend some time digging around, trying these things out. For the average user though, it's too complex. And that's why companies like Lovable can still do well. I know a lot of people saw this Google AI Studio build and they're like, oh, Lovable's dead. Lovable's not going to survive this. No, what are you talking about? Lovable makes it easy to use, whereas Google hide it under multiple layers and you have to dig around to finally find the thing you're looking for, which has always been a Google problem, but they are doing better and pushing out good stuff as well. Google famous for killing mildly successful products. Yeah, is it called killbygoogle.com? I got a message from the head of comms at Google and she's, oh, do you want to talk to our head of Nano Banana and do an interview? And I was like, I'd love to. I've just been sent dates, so I'm going to interview and chat to the head of Nano Banana. But now I'm on this live like, Google, what are you doing? That's okay. They know I'm very even in my coverage. So if I think you're doing something badly, I will say so. If I think you're doing something well, I will also say so. This is because I'm not sponsored by anyone, so I can say what I want. This is a hilarious website called Killed by Google. It has 299 applications that have been murdered by Google, including Google domains. I used to buy my domains from Google domains. And after 9 years, they're like, nah. Google optimized, that was great. The one that really upset me was the RSS reader. What was it called? Google Reader? Yeah, Google Reader, which was fantastic. And they just left the market to people like Feedly, who got greedy. Google have had loads of amazing products that they just shutter because part of their kind of modus operandi is have lots of teams working on lots of cool things at the same time. Only some of them are going to become a big success and the rest of them will appear on this website eventually. It's an experimental, see what sticks approach.